What's up, everybody? Bitcoin J back again. Get that crypto. Want to talk about something that I saw. It's big news. Big news. Stupid though, but big news. JP Morgan they have created their own cryptocurrency to be used internally and backed by fiat. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. Yeah, so let's read this. All right. On February 14th, JP Morgan, the 340 billion banking giant, launched stablecoin called JPM Coin. Industry experts foresee the stablecoin thrashing Ripple and its cryptocurrency XRP in the long run. No. Come on, son. Ain't happening. Joe Weisenthal, co-host of Bloomberg, What Did You Miss?, said, quote, if it turns out that the blockchain/coin framework turns out to be a good one for banks transferring money around, then JPM coin should absolutely obliterate Ripple. Please. Think about it. Let's say you were in the business of transferring money. Why would you take on the exchange rate volatility risk associated with having Ripple as a bridge currency when you could have a fiat coin backed by JP Morgan? No brainer. Come on, man. It's backed by the dollar. That's not what we want it backed by. That's the whole point of cryptocurrency. That's the whole point, as you guys well know. And if you don't, then I'm going to tell you. 2008 financial crash. A lot of us remember it. We were affected by it. Big time. Well, guess what? That's when cryptocurrencies were created, because they didn't want the control of their finances in the hands of banks who will run up and just take your money and do whatever they want. And then when they run into problems, they decide to, ask for bailouts or file bankruptcy, things of that nature. Take your money and run is in essence what they've done in the past. And that's what we don't want in the future. That's the point of cryptocurrency. That's why we have it. We have control now. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to spread that word globally. And if I'm not correct me, put a comment in comment sections. I believe still maybe at this time, there's about 3% of people in the world that are involved in cryptocurrency. 3%, 3 to maybe 5%. So it's still a relatively young philosophy, a young idea that's soon going to be huge. It's like the internet. When the internet first came out, no one knew what it was. No one had any idea what it could be. A lot of haters. And now you can't live without the internet, whether it be on a laptop, a desktop, your cell phone. You need it, period. You want an answer? Boom, Google it. Well, again, you had Netscape. That was the first browser. Then you had Explorer, and then you have Google. So all these things, it evolves. Money's evolving. They don't want to evolve with it. They want to keep you trapped in that old mentality. Anyway, I digress. Let me read. Listen, Jamie Dimon. Let me go back to him, because this dude he just really upsets me. Look at that face, a smug face. And he's the biggest cryptocurrency hater out there, period. And let's see. Oh, come on, man. All right. Let's see. He's a part of the 8 banks. The 8 families who own the U.S. And that's a true statement. So if you don't know about the 8 banks, you need to do your research. I might even leave this link in the description so you guys can check it out. The rise of the BIS and IMF World Bank. Dean Henderson. All right. The Federal Reserve cartel is what they call them. That's horrible. They call the Federal Reserve a cartel. And we already know what's up. The 8 families who own the USA. The rise of the BIS, IMF, World Bank. Dean Henderson, free21.org. Let's see. I actually have the 8 banks here. The 8 families include the Rothschilds, Morgans, Rockefellers, Warburgs, Kuhn Loebs, Lazards, Goldman Sachs, and the Lehmans. The Rothschilds, Morgans, and the Rockefellers are the big 3. and the others have been the major influence in establishing the connections between those three families. Now, what I mean by that is, since the dawn of time, the Rothschilds have been financing everything, wars, you name it, just anything that you need to borrow money for, they were that's who did it. So their riches are, unfathomable. But I digress. JP Morgan, this guy is a joke. And it's funny because, look, this is what he said back in 2017. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon called Bitcoin a fraud in September 2017. He said, and I quote, "You can't have a business where people can invent a currency out of thin air and think that people who are buying it are really smart." Yeah, Jamie, you're the smart guy. And everybody in your circles, only the smart people. That's it. By January 2018, he had walked the remarks back, but said he still was not interested that much in the subject at all. Okay. It's not going anywhere. So in February 2018, JP Morgan called the cryptocurrencies risk factors to its business, something it never previously said. And why did he say that? Well, JP Morgan has become the first bank to offer its own cryptocurrency because they are afraid that someone's going to run off with their business. There are two reasons JP Morgan is on that road, meaning one is strategic. If the cryptocurrencies are risk factors to its business, it's better to be inside than out, potentially watching someone walk away with your business, because that's what will happen. I'm not saying it won't happen still. What I am saying is it'd be better off if they intertwined and networked with the cryptocurrencies to bridge the gap between traditional finance and digital assets. That makes sense. This guy's fighting a useless battle, in my opinion. The second is competitive. Wholesale cross-border payments involve the movement of large sums between banks as part of the complex dance of international transactions. And as we all know, banks make a considerable amount of money through transaction fees. So they're scared that they're not going to lose that money. Those movements have traditionally been used with wire transfers that can take days, hours to days to complete. And that's reality. We all know the old SWIFT system is old and it's archaic, but that's another business platform that's going to go to the wayside. But anyway, these are the things that make me think that this is the last gasp. This is like you're in round 12 of a heavyweight fight. Your arms are heavy. Man, you don't know if you can make it. That's what they're doing right now because they know they're about to get their butt whooped by XRP Tyson. Tyson coming in there, he's going to knock you down. He's going to hit you in the kidney. He's going to hit you with the cross, the left cross, going two-piece, pop, pop, pop. Because that's what's happening to them right now. The banks know this. So the last-ditch effort is to try to create our own cryptocurrency because we can do it. You have no clue what you're doing. You got the money, yes. You got the money to invest in people that know how to do it. But instead of you doing that, why don't you just reach the olive branch out, get Brad Garlinghouse into an office and talk it out. Figure out how we can bridge it because it's going to happen. You're not going to be successful with your coin. It may be somewhat successful with your inner circle because you got $6 trillion of assets or so. And if I'm wrong about that, I'm sure you're going to hit me up in comments. But it's just crazy, man. You will not overtake XRP. You will not overtake cryptocurrency. It's not going to happen. Listen, I only wanted to say, I only wanted to give my opinion. I only wanted to say what was on my mind. That's why I made the video. Tell me what you guys think. You guys believe Jamie Dimon has something? You think it's going to obliterate XRP and Ripple? Doubt it. But do you think? If so, leave a comment in the comment section. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Listen, I have a day job. I don't put out as many videos as I'd like. I'd love to put out more, but you guys got to help me. Because if I can make this my day job, I'll do more research, put out more videos, more quality videos, and we can all talk about things. I like talking. I like talking to you. Even if you hate my video, hate my content, hate what I'm saying, let's talk it out. And I ain't afraid to give you my side of it too. So if I don't like what you're saying, I'm going to comment on it. If you don't like what I'm saying, comment on it. Together, that's how we communicate. That's communication. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.